Okay, hello YouTube. Today I'm going to do another tier list video. It's 5:31 in the morning, so I am sorry if I'm quiet. This is the initial tier list. You can see this is S, B, A, V. This is my final tier list. I think it's easier for me to do it this way. I'm gonna try to explain my thoughts as well. I start Alchemist. I think Alchemist is still. I would say it's hard between Alchemist or Fallen Knight. I think if you put Fallen Knight or Alchemist, I feel like either one would be pretty good. Also, the reason Alchemist is still so good, high speed. Speed's probably the best stat in the game, in my opinion. Best stat in the game is speed. You have more overall movement. You start turn order more frequently first, etc. Then he's also high intelligence, so really good intelligence. Not only that, he has also intelligence is very strong. Intelligence is probably the best. I'd say intelligence is probably the best or second best weapon type in the game. You have so many options with intelligence. You can do so many things with intelligence weapons. On my intelligent characters, I'm always swapping weapons. So yeah, not only that, he has good intelligence, good speed. You could even play talent if you want to. If you need a talent character, you could even play this guy's talent. He's pretty good talent too. Then his special ability says craft bomb. Bombs are very strong in this game. They're very good. There's just a lot of free damage. You have infinite bombs basically. You craft infinite bombs. That's very strong. Bombs is use your bonus action or second. I'm gonna call them bonus actions like D&D. You use a bonus action to throw a bomb, and you do AoE damage, and you can do status effects depending what bomb you use. Smoke flee. You flee easier from combat. Not that good. It's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's alright. Craft bomb and his stats is probably why it's S tier. Astronomer. This guy is okay. He has good intelligence, pretty good. Good awareness. There's too many good awareness characters in my opinion. I feel like he's competing too much. I get a lot of awareness characters in this game, at least from what I feel like. Speed, it's not terrible, it's not good. You're pretty slow, which is kind of bad for the early game, but he has good vitality. He's more of a tanky spellcaster character, which I guess is nice. Oh yeah, I'll show you. He's B tier, bottom of B. Reason's bottom of B because I feel like there's other spell, obviously you have the Alchemist, which is so much better in my opinion than Astronomer. I don't think it's terrible. Also, his black hole ability, it can one-tap anything in the game. So you can be fighting a boss, and it can just one-tap that boss, by RNG. So you get the Stardust from it, which is you'll give your characters, I think, 3 hits of, it's 3 or 4 hits of protection. You can use the portal at nighttime to make a little mini portal. And if you're trying to do an AoE attack, let's say you start combat, your Astronomer somehow goes fast, then you want to use the AoE thunder damage to make everyone shocked. If your black hole triggers, it doesn't do any AoE on it. If the black hole triggers, you one tap them. That means you don't especially later in the game. You're gonna set up AoE shock. You one tap the enemy. You can't set up the shock anymore because you got a black hole proc. That's the only bad thing about the black hole. Yeah, I think he's B tier. He can be really good at one tapping things. But I feel like his intelligence stat, I feel like he has a different stat line, not intelligence, maybe a strength character or something. Be better, but since he's intelligence weapons setting up status effects on people, the fact he can one tap someone and not set up status effect can be very detrimental at times. Another thing, XP, black hole, you don't get XP from it every way. Blacksmith, standard tank, pretty good. I think I yap for 2 long as well. I'm kind of a yapper. He has good strength, good vitality, so very good for a tanky character. Very good strength, very good vitality. Slow, that's okay. You can put eager on them because usually I run eager on my tank characters. Then you have steadfast. It's basically just immunity, basically. Basically, if anything attacks you, you can use negate all damage to your character. Then you have mend. The mend basically you have a chance to save a breaker weapon from being destroyed, and you can combine this with the trait that makes your all weapons breakable. I thought it was cool. It's a trait that makes all weapons breakable, but makes the stat rolls easier. And if you have a blacksmith, I would probably recommend taking that trait combined with the mend proc. I'd probably take the trait on someone who has high rolls on most of their attacks. So basically more of melee characters. I feel so they get easier rolls. And they're top of A tier. I feel if you're not running the Friar as a tank character, this is your next go-to pick as a tank character. I feel having at least one tank character in a team is very important because taunt is just a strong ability. And you always want someone that can taunt on your team because they can take all the damage. Busker. I put him in D tier. The reason I put him deep B tier, I mean D tier, is because his speed is very bad. And he has high talent. Talent characters you want high speed on because they can apply debuffs. If you apply debuffs first, it's more beneficial than applying them late into combat. And he has strength too. I feel like strength and talent just don't synergize well at all. Like if you want a talent character, you wouldn't really want to have low speed. You wouldn't be this low. And if you play strength, then why would you not play a different strength character? Like the Busker has no place like to play. If you want a good talent character, there's many other good talent characters that do the job that Busker can, but better. And if you want a strength character, there are so many other characters that do the strength Busker can, but better. And as entertain, the gold isn't really worth it. It's a bit of gold. I guess it's okay. It's not terrible. It's just meh. The Distract is good. Distract is a pretty good ability, but the thing is, it's just like Busker's just too bad. Like in general, like I feel like he's just not worth running. Like I feel like he's outclassed by every other character. Like he doesn't do anyone's jobs well. Like strength characters are all better than him, and all talent characters are all better than him. That's why I put him in tier 2. Okay, Fortnite. This is a new guy. He wasn't in the last Tierlist video. This guy is fucking broken. This guy is really strong. He has really high strength and really high vitality. His speed is also pretty good too. His speed isn't too good, but if you give him a little bit of speed, he can be going pretty fast. He's a really good down. If you want a DPS in your team, this guy is the guy to pick. Back in the day, I guess you could pick, if you want a DPS, you pick Hunter. If you want a DPS, just pick this fucking guy. This guy he's so good. And he has a thing called charge attack, right? When he charge attacks, he gets AoE. He does more damage, and he has AoE damage. So he has AoE damage and does more damage. Like this guy does so much damage. And when you're charging an attack, you get a protection immunity, so you get basically one shield on you for free every time you charge attack. But if you're running this character, I'd run him as a DPS character that's like really tanky, like a tanky, self-sustainable DPS character. Not so. I didn't really get too much value of this ability. I was playing a solo playthrough, whatever the fuck it's called, Dark Carnival playthrough with this guy. We didn't get Knight's Oath a single time procced, I don't think. So it's kind of like a taunt ability. Basically, when you apply protection to yourself and you take one hit for any flanking ally. I think it's like an ally like diagonally squared like to you. Like you get protection, take a hit for them, which is nice. But I don't really get it procced, but it's another good ability. I think this guy's either second best or the best character in the game. Like he's so broken. He does so much damage. Mama. I think Farmer's the third best tank in the game. I think he's a great dual tank. He's a really good dual tank. If you're running 2 tank setup, I'd always run Farmer as your second tank. His speed is meh. His strength's good. Vitality's pretty good. Awareness, it's okay. I guess if you're running a Blacksmith and a Farmer, yes, you don't contest each other. You can do like an awareness Farmer. Basically, what his ability does is he summons a chance to gain the ability to summon a Scarecrow on a combat tile. Which, if you have a 2 tank setup, you can taunt. You can like you can have like the tanks on either side. Place a Scarecrow in the middle of them, then taunt, and then like taunt the enemy. And the enemies will always attack the Scarecrow in the middle. Like they'll have to target the Scarecrow. And I think the Scarecrow has like 2 free hits. I haven't played the Farmer for a while, but I think he has 2 free hits you can tank with the Scarecrow. So you summon a Scarecrow in the middle and have it be complete immune damage. Like it just takes 3 hits of damage, and it just makes everything more tanky. If you're running a dual tank setup, this is very good. Okay, this is my favorite character. This is my favorite character in the game, the Fortune Teller. This is my favorite character. I love those abilities, and I love the way she looks, but she's not good. I just don't think she's a good character. I put her in the like mid C tier. I just don't think she's good. I also thought Farmer is like bottom like A. I mean like behind Blacksmith A. Like I feel like Farmer and Blacksmith, like they're like really good tanks. Like if you're running a tank character and don't have the Friar, yeah, I'd run one of these 2. Okay, and then Fortune Teller is C tier. I think Fortune Teller is just not too good. Her stats contest with other good characters. You already have good intelligent characters with Alchemist and like Sorcerer and like other things. Whatever the fuck it's called. Awareness, good awareness. But you also have other awareness characters like the Hunter and stuff. Like the Hunter, and like if you want a damage character, I don't know. And they have talent. You already have the Minstrel, the Toymaker. But her speed's just kind of low. It's just not good. She can do a lot of damage to her crystal ball. She can do a lot of damage. But the thing is, I put her so low just because why would you play Fortune Teller for DPS when you have Fallen Knight? He exists. He does way more damage than her and charges up way quicker. Like Fallen Knight has more HP, better speed, does more damage. basically, and gets a free protection every time he does the charge attack to his damage. She has no HP, and she is vulnerable when charging up, and does less damage. And she has Fortune, which is rerolls. You can reroll all, like, you have a chance of rerolling. It's not guaranteed to succeed again, but if an ally like fails a roll, you have a chance to reroll it and get a good roll, which is nice. It's basically the same thing as like it's similar to the Minstrel's ability, the Inspire ability. No, I think it's called Inspire. It's the same thing as that, but instead of guaranteeing it, it's just reroll again. And then Fate, you get a random tarot card, and tarot cards have different abilities, like really good abilities, but it's like completely random. And they can be useful, but half the time they're just kind of meh. They just don't really do too good. Friar. This guy's S tier, obviously. I say bottom of S because I don't know. He doesn't. I mean, he's good. Friar is good. He has good vitality, which is good for a tank. If you want a tank, you want to have good vitality. His intelligence is meh. Like, if you're running intelligence, like, you don't really, there's not really good of intelligence weapon melees, but the thing is, you're not running Freya to do damage. You're running Freya to fucking tank everything. Like, this guy tanks everything. His speed is obviously shit, so you want to run Eager on him. But he has Find Alcohol. He can find infinite alcohol, and alcohol is very strong in this game. Alcohol is very good. You can become, like, you can get like 50 resistance and 50, like, defense. And the thing is, it causes confusion, right? It's a downgrade. His Iron Belly. He gets every single debuff coming from alcohol. So this guy can just drink alcohol, which alcohol is very strong already. Alcohol is very strong. Very good buff, so you can fully heal from it. Give yourself another action. Like, it's just so good. And you can find an infinite amount of that. And not only that, you don't get any downsides from using the alcohol. This is crazy. You get no downsides from it. And not only that, you have Cheers. You have a chance to pass on the effects of alcohol to neighbors. So you have, like, it's basically AoE. It's like anyone standing near you, you have a chance of, like, giving them the effects too. So say you drink a thing that gives you 50 defense, 50 resistance, you have a chance of giving your teammates that as well, that effect as well. Which is this is crazy. This guy's so broken. Like, I think early game is the hardest in this game, and if you have an alcohol, like the Freya, you can drink alcohol early game, which will help you just be, like, outclass, like, stat wise, all the early game enemies. So if you have, like, a hard game early fight, you can just taunt with this guy and drink an alcohol and become, like, really tanky. This is just so good early game. Next is Herbalist. She's also S tier. Her speed is meh, and she has intelligence and awareness, which can test with a lot of good characters. Like, you already have the... If you're running Alchemist, you'll probably be running awareness on this character. Like, you're probably running like a bell or something. And you could run intelligence, but I feel like intelligence characters, you want them to be fast, so apply, like, shock and stuff early on, especially late game. But the reason she's S tier is not because of her stats per se. Like, her stats are pretty decent. Her speed's kind of meh, but her Find Herb ability. Herbs are very strong in this game. Herbs are very good. Finding herbs, you can find infinite god speeds, you can find infinite... Like, there's so much things you can do with finding herbs. Like, you have so much god speeds, which gives you more healing. You can have Hermit Grass, you can have Focus, you can have Hag's Bane, you can have the one that gives you Purification. You can find Panex. Like, every herb in this game is good. You can AoE or be party in and out of combat. It's nice. It's good. It's just more efficient healing. Get more use out of your god speeds. Hobo. Hobo is like B tier. I think you could put them, like, above Hunter if you wanted to. Hobo's like that flex character. They're like a jack of all trades. They're good at everything, master of none. Well, no, medium at everything, master of none. Like, you can basically, if you need a team, like, you need someone to flex something, like, this character you can build the character into anything. You can build the character into literally any stat because they're all the same. Build them, you can build anything on them. And they have this ability, which gives them random item. It can give gold, it can give herbs, it can give any random item. It's okay. It's not great, but I guess it's decent enough. It's alright. The main gimmick of this character is you can build them to anything. So if you want to, like, have, like, be a flexible character, that you can just build it to this, I guess. It's flexible. Hunter. I thought this used to be if you want, like, prime DPS. This should be, like, the go-to prime DPS character. He has really good speed, very nice, good awareness. So you're only be using awareness weapons like a bow. Well, I'd say you only want to use using the bow because his abilities relate to using a bow. He has Cold Shot. It only works on ranged weapons, I think. Yeah, I think it might be only bows. I'm not sure the new update if it works on muskets, but I know it works on bows and hand bows, like crossbows. And it's a random chance again. It's a random chance. It basically does double damage too. And energy boost, you get +2 movement in the overworld to move a little bit more. This is completely useless in the Dark Carnival, which is why he's not super good. Like, I don't know, like it doesn't work at all. And the same with Dark Carnival. These 3 abilities don't work at all in Dark Carnival. But in the overworld, he's like, he can do stuff. He can like he has better skill checks on sneaking and ambushing. Next is Minstrel. Minstrel's S tier, because talent's really good with good speed too. If you're not a good talent character, I feel like Minstrel's the best character. You have Inspire, gives you more XP, gives you a lot more XP. Like you level up to like level 9 way faster with a Minstrel on your team. You have Encourage. If a teammate fails a roll, it basically has a chance of succeeding the roll, which is nice. For the Minstrel, like you have so much effects. You have Slow Jam. You have like this. I'm talking about like talent weapons. You have Slow Jam, which slows enemies down. And you have also things like you can also give your teammates focus. You have so much utility. This is like a utility character. Like talent characters are utility, and if the sooner you have your utility, the better, in my opinion. That's why she's S tier. Like talent characters are really strong in this game. Monk. I put Monk top of C. I feel like he doesn't do much. Like I said, intelligence based. Like if you really want to use an intelligence character, melee character, you have the Friar. If you really want to do that. But in my opinion, intelligence weapons in this, like melee weapons in this game, are not good. Like you want to use the ranged magic weapons, are so much better. Good strength. Strength's good, but you already have strength characters. You already have the Fallen Knight. You already have the Blacksmith. You already have the Farmer. And yeah, the only thing I put him in is C tier is because he has party heal. So if you're not running the Herbalist and you're not running a weapon that has party heal on it, then this is a good ability. Deflect. This is basically a weaker Blacksmith ability. Like you can block like ranged like projectile damage and reflect it back at the attacker. That's okay. I think Blacksmith's ability is better than Deflect, but this is not a bad ability. It just takes a little bit less damage, which is nice. And then you have Discipline. This is the only reason I put him in the C tier, because he has synergy. He has good synergy. Like whenever he gets a killing blow, it gives allies with no focus a focus point. So if he gets a critical or killing blow, it gives any allies that have no focus 1 focus back, which is okay. I mean, like it's a good early game, I guess. And his weapon also has like bonus action focus gain, such as nice. But he gives the reason I put him in C tier because he synergizes well with the Stablehand. So if you have the Stablehand, right, the Stablehand can. I'll explain in a second. I'll explain now. Stablehand basically, whenever Stablehand loses focus, he gets an extra attack. And he can do 2 attacks in a turn. And there's this guy, basically how it works is, you have the Stablehand, you use 2 attacks in a turn, he's always focus up, then the Monk goes, the Monk finishes an enemy off, gives the Stablehand a back 1 focus, then the Stablehand can activate his ability again on his next turn. Look at a Stablehand, but that's the only thing I feel like you would run him with, in my opinion. Or if you want to tank and don't have a Herbalist, I guess. That's the only 2 reasons I'd run Monk over anyone else. Pathfinder. Pathfinder is C tier. The reason I put them in C tier, they don't really do much. They're kind of useless. Like, they have good speed, good talent, good awareness. You already have characters that do that. You have the Minstrel, you have the Hunter. Like, you already have the characters that do that, but better. The only reason I see them running is Survey. You have a chance to reveal encounters in the overworld. This is not useful unless you're playing like the hardest mode in the game, like Master mode, I think it's called. And it's RNG still. Like, the only reason this is useful if you need a scout character. Like, you need to find things a little bit faster, like a better chance of finding things. See, because they're niche. Like, they're not useless, but they're niche. Like, I see a niche you can use them in. I think what a C tier is. I see a niche you can use them in for. Skull is top of A. I think he was B tier last time. I put him top of A because, like, honestly, he's pretty good. He's pretty flexible. His speed isn't amazing, but he can build a little bit into speed, and then he'll be good. He has intelligence and talent, so he can even flex intelligence and talent. He's pretty good as well. Refocus is nice. You get more focus up automatically, so you just get focus for free basically. Especially early game is very helpful. Find Scroll. This is a very good ability actually. Scrolls are very strong. The only issue is this ability I think is completely useless apart from 1 scroll in the Dark Carnival. Find Scroll is good because you have like the portal scrolls, the TP scrolls. They're very strong for navigating the map quickly. which is very nice. And you have Purify Scrolls, which I think is really the best Purify item in the game. Like, why do you need a Hag's Bane, a Panax, or the Herb? When you use a Purify Scroll and have 4 of your teammates just purified from all their conditions. I think he's not as good as the Alchemist. Alchemist is more flexible and better stats. But Scholar, if you don't have the Alchemist, Scholar is definitely a good choice to go. And especially in the normal campaign, his final scroll ability is very strong. His navigating the world with portal scrolls and teleport scrolls are very strong. You can complete objectives so quick. Shepherd. I feel like this character is completely useless. Like, I don't know. Like, you get sheep that can taunt randomly. Or you can get like the big bad wolf, which is like a companion, basically. You have like sheep, normal sheep, like a healing sheep, and you have like the big bad wolf. And I think it's another sheep, but I don't remember what it does. The only good weapon you'd be running is awareness weapons. Which, why would you run that when you already have a farmer who does her job a better? That's why she's D tier, like bottom of tier. I just don't see a reason to play her because the farmer is basically a better version of her in every way. It's bad. Stablehand, I think I moved him to A tier. I think he was B tier. But since the new update, he has so many ways to proc his ability. Like, he has really good strength. Really good speed too. He's a really good solo character. He has good speed and good strength, which is nice. That's all he can really do is strength and speed. But he's very good. Hard work. Basically what hard work does is basically you get 2 primary actions. Whenever you use the last focus you have, you get another like attack. Another primary action. So the things you can do, you can have like a cannon. If you have 2 secondary actions, you can do cannon, shoot with focus, reload, shoot again. You have 2 cannon shots in a turn. That's like very strong. And the reason I moved up to A tier is there's so many ways to get focus now. You have the pipes. You can use a pipe to get a focus. You can eat like any herb, get a free focus back, and then proc a hard work. You have the fortune teller orbs as a bonus action to give any teammate a focus back, which you can use to give the Stablehand a focus back to trigger hard work again. You also have the monk weapons, the intelligent monk weapons, to do the same thing, and you also have the monk ability to do the exact same thing. There's so many more ways to trigger hard work now. Stablehand is bottom 8 tier just because of the new DLCs gave him so many more ways to proc his hard work ability. Next is Toymaker. This character is very strong. I feel like you could either argue they're better than Minstrel. It's either Minstrel or Toymaker. I feel like they're pretty close. The only thing about Toymaker, she has bad speed, but she has really good talent. Awareness, it's okay, I guess. I don't think you'll be running it for awareness though. But she's very good because she has a thing called Plaything, which when you kill an enemy, you have a chance of getting a doll for them, which becomes a companion, like a one round companion on your team, which is very good early game. If you're a hard fight, you can summon like a strong guy who does like 40 damage a hit. Like, it's just crazy. Plaything is very strong early game to like mid game. Like later game, you don't really need it, but Plaything is very good like early game. Like to have it make up fights easier. You can just summon a guy to your field that helps you for a time, which is nice. Not only that, on top of that, her weapon is so strong. You have the skill Eager in it, which you can give to a tank character. So you have double tank with both Eagers. You can run a tank character with a different stat and have Eager as well if you give this weapon to them. Also, not only that, you also get one primary action of that too. So you get 2 primary actions and Eager. That's just so good. It's just crazy. You can pick 5 different skills for this character. Working. This starting weapon is like the best starting weapon in the game. Like by far, it's so good. It has so much utility and so much synergies with characters. It's just so good. That's why she's top S tier. Like, she has such a good weapon, such a good ability, and she has really good talent. If her speed was a bit better, then she would probably be long shot better than Minstrel. But I think Minstrel's still a bit better because it's a bit more consistent. But I think you could argue Toymaker is better than Minstrel. I think they're both pretty close in strength. Voidwalker. I feel like this is like similar to the Hunter. I feel like he's a Hunter, but I think he's better I think he's better than the Hunter in like longer playthroughs. Like, let's say you're playing Dark Carnival. I feel like he could be better than the Hunter because this guy's kind of like a scale character. He like levels up his like equipment and gets like stronger and gets like different. He can like build into different things. He's like pretty versatile. But he's like very similar. He's like high strength, high awareness. He's basically like the Hunter. Like, if you're running a DPS character and you want to go in as DPS character, you ever run the Voidwalker or the Hunter. And I feel like either one isn't a bad choice. I feel like Hunter is better overall, like for Overlord. I think Voidwalker is better in the Dark Carnival. because you can just build up over time. Like you can get your thing leveled up. Yeah, like leveled up, and you like make a crit build and do crazy damage. Bounty's okay. It basically increases your critical chance on marked enemies. You have a high critical on marked enemies. Nice. Voidwalk. You can TP anywhere basically on the board, which is nice, I guess, sometimes. Then the Voidwalker. So I'll say they're basically the same character, but like Voidwalker is better for Dark Carnival in my opinion, and Hunter is better for Overworld. That's why he's like below the Hunter. I say B tier. Woodcutter. I put him D tier. I think I had him B tier or C tier last time. He's D tier now because there's literally no reason to run this guy. There is no reason to run this guy. He has good strength, yeah. He's a DPS character, right? But why run him? Fallen Knight exists. The reason I see you running him is if you don't have Fallen Knight unlocked and you don't want to run a tanky character. Like you're not a DPS strength character. Like why run this guy when Fallen Knight exists? He's just terrible. He has nothing good for him. His speed is like his speed is okay, it's pretty good. Awareness. I mean, you don't really need him. You already have so much awareness characters. You already have Hunter, like Voidwalker. If you're not like an awareness character, you already have Farmer. I just feel like he's just bad, like for awareness. Like I guess you can run him as awareness, but I feel like strength primary like attack weapons are better than awareness weapons, but look at abilities. Justice. He has a chance, it's not guaranteed, there's a chance of turning an attack into an AoE attack. He has to use two weapons. He has to use two weapons as well. He can't use taunt at all. He has to use this. Justice. It's not guaranteed. Do you know what's guaranteed? Charge attack. Charge attack does AoE damage and more damage and gives you a protection hit. It gives you a free protection. Of course you can't use it on your first turn. It's second turn, but it's guaranteed every time on your second turn to do AoE damage at high damage. Look, this guy's just the worst Fallen Knight. I just don't see the reason of running him. The log cabin. You don't really tinder patch often, and when you do, you don't really need a log cabin. Basically what a log cabin does is you can fully heal all your focus and HP up, but the downside is you get a random curse. Why would you ever use this? Unless you're curse immune, there's no reason to ever use this. You barely use tinder pouches anyway to begin with, unless you're in that dungeon. And by that point, you usually have enough. You usually just don't need the full recover. You don't really need it half the time. And if you do, the curse isn't even worth it unless you have curse immunity. So it's just a kind of mid ability. An elite door bash. It makes bashing doors easier, which is not really an issue if you have focus or have high strength. Like it makes door bashing easier, which is not really an issue you would ever run into. Like it's not really it's like nice to have, I guess, but it's not really useful. The only useful ability on this guy is Justice, which only triggers sometimes and does AoE damage. And the Fallen Knight does that, but better, and also gets a protection shield and has better HP. So, and does more damage. And I feel like this guy's just like a worse version of Fallen Knight. So I feel like if you have Fallen Knight unlocked, there's literally no reason to run him over Fallen Knight ever.